Hi guys, so we're gonna do another get ready with me. It's gonna be a fast one because my kids are gonna be up from their nap soon. But this is gonna be from when I lived on the north side, and like, I don't want to sound like a dick, but the north side, it's just not, and it's not a good area of town where I live. Like, it's not good. So when we first moved there, we were going there from downtown, and I can genuinely say living on the north side was definitely worse than living downtown. So like when I was telling the story of the lady who like broke into my house, this is when we were living in that same place. So it starts the night before, and I'm gonna be honest, it was pretty loud. Like you could hear people fighting in like the house beside us. Like you could hear it. It was pretty loud, but like I didn't think much of it because, as I said, I was kind of used to it. When you live in these areas, you get kind of used to the random people that just want to fight for hours. And like it gets to you because then you start like being constantly on edge, but like yeah, it was just not a good area. Well, anyways, oh, and by the way, we're in a safe area now. Don't worry about us. But well, anyways, we start by hearing that. My husband's walking home from work and he's like, "Oh my God, people are like fighting in the apartment next to us about like a bunch of random stuff, and it's super loud. Like, what the hell is happening?" And we just kind of ignore it, you know. We just ignore it, and we decide to go to bed that night. And to say the least, we go to bed that night, and we wake up in the morning to literally police tape all over our like front lawn, all over our parking lot, all over everything. And at first we're all like, what? Like, what's happening here? You know, like we're all just like, okay, what the absolute hell is going on? So we all go outside and we just kind of look around, and we stand there and we just kind of like evaluate the situation. Because we're like, what the heck? Like, you know, like, why is there a bunch of, like, police outs here? And tape. And, you know, a body bag. And it turns out that the guy who lived right beside us, the people who lived right beside us, got into a huge fight. Somebody pulled out a gun. Someone got shot, someone died, tried to run from that house for 2 blocks, and then died 2 blocks away from us, and it was the person who lived right next to us. So our entire parking lot was just, like, berated with people. And the first day, we were all just like, okay, what? Okay, then, this is really weird. We need to move after this lease, because this place is sketch. And then, so we would just kind of like keep an eye out. And then the next day, my husband's trying to go outside to take out the trash. And all of a sudden, a police officer, as soon as he opens the door and goes out to the front lawn, starts yelling at him, you might want to get inside of your house or else you might get shot. So my husband's like, okay, you know, I'm just going to go back inside my house then. Okay, I'm going to go back inside. You know, like, I'm not going to, you know, go and screw with this stuff and, you know, be inconsiderate and stuff. So we're all, like, kind of panicking because we got told that. And then all of a sudden we start seeing more and more and more cops showing up, like, and with, like, big-ass, like, you know what I'm meaning. And just, like, walking around the parking lot and hiding behind, like, the trees in one area of our parking lot, right in front of, like, those people's house where the dude, like, literally got, like, murked, you know? And we're all just sitting in our apartment, scared as all hell, trying to stay away from windows in case something does go down. Because we don't know what's going down at this point. We're just sitting inside. And at first we're thinking, okay, this is a little weird. So, and then more and more cops start showing up. And we're all just sitting in our apartment. We're not allowed to leave for safety reasons or whatever. So we're sitting there. And then my husband's starting to worry because he has to go to work. And we're not allowed to leave our apartment at all in this moment. So we're all like on edge. People have to work. we can't leave our apartment. We've been instructed by the police not to leave, so we're not leaving because we don't want to get shot. So we're all just sitting there waiting. And then all of a sudden, this huge tank with like 20 other like police officers shows up. And then a bunch more police cars show up. And this tank, like, when I say it was a tank, I mean, it was a literal fucking tank. Like, it was not like, oh, it's a fucking, no, it was a tank. Shows up. And, like, it's going, like, in there slow. And, like, this thing has, like, everything ready. Missiles and everything. And it has, like, everything it needs to, like, break into this house. So we're all just sitting there and watching this through, like, one of the windows upstairs. Because you can see, like, this tank. And, like, I'm going to say at least 50 police officers in front of our next door neighbor's house. And we're all just sitting there like, girl, what? Like, what the hell? So we're all just, like, trying to, like, collect ourselves here. Because we've never had something like that happen before. You know, like, I'm going to be honest, I was scared in that moment. Because I didn't know whether or not, like, there was going to be, like, a police, like, thing happen with these people. Like, it was honestly, like, kind of scary. And then, so from there, we're all stuck inside of our houses. We're just kind of trying to watch. My husband's like, when am I going to be able to leave? Because I have to go to work. And he ends up calling his boss and telling him, yeah, there's a tank in front of my house. And, like, how believable is that? Thankfully, we got photos of it. I'm not going to show the photos just because I don't know the privacy rules with the police. And I don't really want to get in trouble if this was to ever, like, go anywhere. Probably won't. But, like, let's just say for some reason it did go somewhere. I'm too scared to, like, post that because there could be numbers or something that the cops might, like, need or get in trouble for. But, like, he sends that to his boss. And his boss is just like, what the literal fuck? Okay, just tell me when this ends, because, like, we could have been stuck there for days if these people were in the house. So all of a sudden, the guy in the tank pulls out, like, a literal microphone and starts saying, tenants of said house need to come out right now, over and over and over again. And it was loud. Like, it was loud, to say the least. And they're all sitting there with their guns and everything. And just, like, chilling for right now. And they do that again and again and again. And then from there, they decide that they need to break into the house. So all you hear is, like, this huge bang. And then you just saw a bunch of police officers run inside the house. So from there, that's all that I really know, other than the fact that the people that were living there weren't there. Like, they were not there anymore at this point. Like, they had left. And so then the police, after a while, just end up leaving. And then my husband goes outside and he's like, okay, I need to go to work. Can I leave? And then the police officer's like, yes, you can leave now, whatever. So he ends up going to work. And the funniest thing about this, the thing that's going to make you guys laugh the most, same day, the people that they were looking for came back to that little townhouse. Moved all their stuff out. Like, I'm going to be honest, these people were not normal people. There was something, like, else going on there. Like, some sort of drug addiction with all of them. And they all just came in, within 20 minutes, cleared out their stuff into a U-Haul and left. And, like, should I have told the cops that there were people there? Probably, but I didn't know what to do at that time. I was a new mom. I was honestly quite scared in this situation. Like, I was like, what the literal hell just happened? And literally just continuously got scared. So I didn't really say anything because I was like, should I tell somebody? Probably, but I don't really know who to tell. And then, like, after all of that happened, because that was, like, the big amount of that, like, I never really found out what happened fully to these people or whatever. I only know, like, what I saw, and that's all that I saw. But after all of that, we were all outside with my daughter. So at the time, I only had one kid, so I had my daughter in, like, her little shawl. And we were outside, chilling out, getting some sunshine. Because, like, at the time, she was just a baby. Like, she's a big baby now, but, like, at the time, she was, like, a little baby. So I was holding her in, like, her baby carrier. And all of a sudden, a bunch of, like, cops show up again. And they come up to everybody and they start asking everybody questions. And then we find out that they're homicide detectives. And you want to know how easily manipulated I am? One of them came up to me and was like, oh, your baby's so cute. I remember when my daughter was at that age. And I was just like, yeah, I heard these people being loud and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, dude, I would not I would not be a good criminal. Like, I would not be a good criminal at all, girl. Oh my God. They'd just be like, oh my God, look at your babies. What crime did you do? And I'd be like, this, and this. I'm sorry, but me as a criminal would not work. But, like, either way, I would have told them the information I knew. Like, it wasn't a big deal. And I honestly, if it's something like that might actually help the case, I don't care. But, well, anyways, we ended up telling them that, and then we never heard of anything ever again. We just had homicide detectives there. And honestly, that's part of the reason why we moved, because there was just too much drama and chaos for someone who has kids. And at the time, we thought this area would be better than downtown. Apparently not. Apparently that area is not better than downtown. Like, goddamn. Girl, we got some crazy stuff that happens here. To say the absolute least. Thankfully, we're in a good area of town now. Like, I wouldn't say it's the best area, but it's definitely a lot better than where we were. So we shouldn't have to deal with that sort of stuff again. Also, I got this lip gloss. It's called Oh My Gloss Pump in, like, the flavor Spiced Nude. I love this. It tastes like a pumpkin spice latte, and it's literally my perfect shade. Like, y'all are gonna laugh at me, but all of my lipstick shades are literally the exact same fucking color. Like, that's just a plumping gloss. Like, literally, even yeah. I'm not doing a lip liner today because I'm lazy. But yeah, that was the story of how somebody was next door to us, apparently. And yeah, it was honestly quite scary. And don't live on the north side of the city that I live in. I'm not going to say the city, which I understand doesn't help much, but, like, don't live there. If somebody gives you a good price on a house down there, the reason why it's a good price is because of a lot of things that you don't want to be dealing with. Well, anyways, if you like this video, please like, comment, and share. And if you don't like me, there's a million other people you can watch. You can go watch them instead of being a bully. Bye!